Good morning, traders. Let's begin. It's the 19th of August and we're going to look at the Dax Technical Analysis. Trading disclaimer applies, so make sure you understand that before you get into any trading decisions. Okay, so Friday we saw a pretty normal distribution. We're looking at this profile over here. Pretty normal distribution, not massively rangy. It only ranged really between sort of 578 and 418. You'll be able to find the full numbers on the article that I threw out this morning. And the point of control, as far as the market profile is concerned, is down here at around about 480. So if we split that profile up to have a look and see how price action formed, you can see that it was a pretty trending day, bullish day overall. We had a couple of single print numbers here. You can see the C's and the H's were single prints, both of which were underneath the value area, which is the black. So C prints are generally sort of pretty early, around about sort of 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. UK time, and H would be, well, you can do the math, somewhere probably around about 11. And as price continued throughout the session to find its highs up in the S's, it pretty much closed towards the high for a pretty small range but bullish day. And as for this morning, what we've seen is a single print on the C's again, so far anyway. That will finish up and get into the D prints in about 5 minutes, and we've already pierced to new highs for the day. So we've got this kind of stacked point of control, if you like. So Friday's profile was in total all above the market profile's point of control from Thursday, and today the developing market profile point of control, the blue line, is way above, well, currently above the entirety of Friday's profile. So again, some interesting price action for the moment. But if we take a back step, just to have a look at things on the hourly chart, we're still looking at a overall bearish trend below 851. That's the technical trend defining level. There's a succession series of lower lows and lower highs. The most recent confirmed lower low is 257, and that left this 851 as the most recent confirmed lower high. If we break above that, well, then it starts to clearly show that we're no longer in that technical bearish trend. Price can continue to trade sideways, but we're looking to see whether that level holds now. If price action turns around here, we've got to wonder whether or not this high volume area on this right hand side profile has any bearing. And if we zoom in on that, let's just take a look at it in a bit more detail. There we go. And you can see we're pretty much at those levels now. So we're reacting here at the moment. Is that a coincidence? Probably not. Again, if you look left, you'll probably find that there is a bit of an interesting zone to watch. Somewhere in this area here, there was a little doji there. Could be a balance point. It was halfway in this fast move up here. You know, a lot of people were trying to sell in this zone here, so price is looking to maybe go and test that area. So if a large trader was unable to complete their short in this zone, then they're going to have another go at it when it gets into that zone now. So just keep an eye out on that to see. Don't get trapped in any longs if it does turn around, of course. Okay, and as for the key levels, well, we're way above all of them on the volume profile today. The point of control is actually 11,549. Value area high is, I think that's 567, and we used that today as a springboard to bounce. So we gapped open higher, we closed the gap, used that value area high to bounce from, and yeah, haven't looked back since. And as for Friday, if we look at the just a slight distraction there, I'm just going to take, okay. As for Friday, if we take a look at the strategy, I was just looking at a couple of other things before I moved on to that chart. There were some trades. I took one or two of them from the strategy and sent all the details out. Wasn't the most successful strategy based day. There were some choppy sections of price action which don't work particularly well for this momentum based strategy, but that's trading. Not every day is going to be the ideal one. but here are some examples of that, and it may well have just, my mouse is no longer responding. I'm just going to quickly check in on the settings for an arrow here. Okay. So the first one that you could have taken on here was a short over on this side, and you get the idea now, right? So you can put the stop loss above the most recent dot, you get short in on the open of the candle with the arrow, and you look for 4 to 1. All right, really simple stuff. And if price doesn't manage to get down there, so be it. You would normally move your stop loss to break even once price gets into profit by about 1 or 2 Rs. So an R is the amount that you're risking, in this case 19 points, so it'll be 2 of those. Once you get into profit by 1 or 2 of those, you can move your stop loss to break even. Alternatively, you can manage your trade by closing it out once the price gets above these stop loss dots. You can see them there. They're quite small on your screen, I'm sure. But if you've got access to Sierra charts, you can have the strategy installed on your platform, and you can use this yourself. So you can get into and out of trades as you see fit, rather than following a signal from it. But you'll notice that as price gets a little bit choppy in these areas, it doesn't provide the most ideal trading conditions, and that's just one of those things. There's not a lot you can do about that. Not every day can be a momentum based day, so you've just got to take the stop losses as a cost of doing business in the markets. But as for now, price action is bullish. So the green overlay suggests that we are looking for buy signals, and if price action then turns from its current neutral phase to bullish, then there'll be an opportunity to buy, but it is pretty high. Just need to be aware of what we just said previously about running into those high volume zones and potentially finding some sellers like we did before. Or alternatively, if this now turns bearish and the background is red, you could look for selling opportunities as well. Right, I'll send out the IB numbers to the guys in the signals channel, so there'll be opportunities to trade those levels as well. If you're interested in finding out more about that, then get yourself onto the website, and there's an about section that's on there as well for you. Also, the article is out, so go and check that out. You can find that just by clicking on analysis, and that'll bring up the most recent weekly article, and on there we've got the charts, got your key levels including the VWAP, point of control, value area, high low, pivots, market profiles as well, and I've added in the charts which you'll be able to see on your screen. They just haven't updated because I haven't pressed out of this editor. So once you do that, you'll be able to go and check out the economic calendar, interactive chart, and other things as well. Right guys, that's me done for today. I hope you have a good trading day. I'll catch up with you guys in the premium channel, but until tomorrow, have a good trading day. Take care.